Family, Kingdom family. Hello, everybody. What's good? And welcome to the Kingdom. My name is Justin Michael Williams, and I am so grateful and so honored to be with you today. I am tuning in from New York City today and have had a very special day here. And this session today is going to anchor you right into your heart. We're going to hear from each of you, maybe not each of you, but many of you in the community today in this very different interactive session of the Kingdom. As we begin today's session, you know, one of the things that I was doing in New York this week was I was actually performing at an event here called the Yellow Heart Memorial Walk of Remembrance. And it was a march across the Brooklyn Bridge, but that was happening all over the world in remembrance of the people we've lost. This organization, particularly the Yellow Heart Memorial, remembers people who we've lost from COVID-19. But I would want to invite all of us right now to call into our minds maybe somebody who we've lost or who's passed on. And we call them into our hearts as we do this opening song today. And I'm going to play for you the live version of the song that I performed yesterday called Forever Yellow. This is actually going to be my next single, so I'm only performing it in small places in our community right now. And I'm going to play the video for you actually because I'm on vocal rest. So I actually went and saw a doctor recently. We always have to take care of ourselves to see my throat. And she told me that my voice has been being overused, which does not surprise me right now. And even considering this whole COVID thing, you know, I had COVID a few months back, and she said because of my cough for so long, my voice was impacted. And so after my performance yesterday, she asked me to not sing for the rest of the week. And so instead of singing live today, I'm going to show you all the video of Forever Yellow, the live performance that many of you seen from the transformation experience. And so without further ado, let me just pull this up. I want you to just really use this song as a prayer in your heart for anyone in your life who you want to always know and remember that they are here with you and that they will always be by your side. And when the song completes, I want you to just close your eyes, put your hands over your heart, and just feel the energy here because we're going to go straight into our opening prayer after this song. All right. Here we go. This is Forever Yellow.
Is Forever Yellow.
Hold on. I totally messed that up. Hold on. Give me a second, friends.
Last time. This is Forever Yellow. By and for the Yellow Heart Memorial. And for all of those that we've lost. You'll never know how much I miss you. My heart is broken, it's forever yellow. I pray to see you when I close my eyes. My heart is beating, it's forever yellow. I need you here when my world is falling down. Come help me breathe. Part of me, I'm a part of you forever. I miss you, I will honor you, we will always be together. Your legacy will live on forever. You are more than a number. You're forever yellow. We will hear your name in the wind and rain. You didn't die in vain. We're forever yellow. I feel you near, and your love is all around. Love, help me heal. I I'm a part of you forever. I miss you. I will honor you. We will always be together. Help me breathe again. I miss you so much. Help. I'm sorry I couldn't be there for you. Believe again. I love you. Help me to love again. Help me feel peace again. Help me feel whole again. Help me feel joy again. Teach me to live again. I love you. You're a part of me. I'm a part of you forever. I miss you. I will honor you. We will always be together. I love you. You're a part of me. I'm a part of you forever. I miss you. I will honor you. We will always be together. I miss you. I will honor you. We will always be together.
So just feel that in your heart for a moment. Feel the medicine of the song. And take a moment now to feel some gratitude for all the things that this person who is in your mind right now, or people that they've brought into your life. And yellow being the color of remembrance, we are forever yellow. We will forever be impacted by all the people who came before us, by all the people in our lives, those special people. And may we just call them into this circle right now and feel their presence and love, even if that comes with a little heartache and heartbreak. And we say, thank you. Thank you. And thank you. Let us now dive into our opening prayer together. So you can place your hands over the center of your chest. God, Spirit, Universe, all that is, all that ever has been, and all that ever will be, we thank you. Thank you for continuing to bring this community together from all over the world. Thank you for welcoming us back into our hearts again and again and again, even when we forget. Thank you for opening and expanding us with all the incredible teachers and lessons and moments that we've shared together here on the Kingdom. And thank you for reminding us of what's important to us and of who we are. May we continue to stand in the light of our vision. May we continue to integrate our shadows. May we continue to show up for each other and ourselves. And may we remember that we are responsible for bringing heaven to earth, the divine to the physical, for being alchemists that transform suffering and pain even into the greatest lessons. May we ourselves be a channel for love, for good, for kindness. And may every word that is spoken today be used for the benefit of all beings, especially ourselves, so that we can shine our light out into the world in more meaningful, in more impactful, and more powerful ways that also honor our self-care at the same time. Thank you, Great Spirit, for being with us here and always. I'll be silent for about 60 seconds now, and I invite you to welcome in your own personal prayer. God, Spirit, Universe, all that is, all that ever has been, and all that ever will be, we thank you. Thank you for bringing this community together far and wide. And let every word that is spoken today by me and each of the guests who come up be met with courage and compassion. May we have the courage to show up fully and vulnerably today for the benefit of all beings. And may each word that is spoken give some golden nugget and be used for the transformation of us all. And then may we each take that light of transformation and share it out with the world and with all the people we may touch today and onward. May these golden nuggets land in our hearts in a way that continues to transform us for all of time, through infinity. So it is. Ashe, Aho, Salam, Shalom, Amen, Satnam, Awen, Om. Thank you. All right, Kingdom. All right, Kingdom. I feel y'all now. It took y'all a second to get grounded today. I don't know what's going on, but I feel y'all now. You're here. And I want to welcome all of you here and also welcome our first timers. If you're new here, I just want to tell you a couple simple rules here. So the way that we use the chat box here is obviously, as you see, chatting with each other. But we also use the chat box. If you see a whole bunch of ones inside the chat box, the ones are kind of your way to say like, yeah, girl, amen, I'm with you, I got you, I love this. Like this is like our clapping corner, and you want to keep the ones going as much as you can. You can see how that impacts the energy here. And also, we use the ones to type down any quotes, or if you hear me kind of like channeling a teaching or giving a teaching or whatever it is that needs to come through, and you want to remember it or type down like the steps or the lessons, then you just type each of them into the chat box, and we have this cascade of golden nuggets. And so if this is your first time here at the Kingdom Live, I want you to type in the words first time. I saw that we had a first timer here. I caught it in the chat. Lehoa. I don't know if I said your name right. Lehoa. It's Lehoa's first time. And if there's any other first timers, just type the word first time in the chat, and you'll see our incredible community welcome you. And you can also, everybody who's here, just type in where you're coming in from so we can feel this from all over the world. I know we have Kate here from the UK. We have Mariana here from Miami. Hello, Nora from Nora, who's with Elka. Yes, hello, everybody. And just type in where you're coming in from. Hello, Josephine, first time, welcome. Welcome, Sherry, first time. We have so many first timers, and this is such an incredible gift. So today's session, I'm really excited about actually, because I only do this about once a quarter or so. And we haven't done this. Oh, so many first timers today. Sybil, hello, welcome everybody. Oh, hello, India, coming in from India as well. Oh my God, this is amazing. All right, everybody. So I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by y'all in the chat. So every quarter or so, and it's been a minute since I've done this, I do a session of the Kingdom that is really special. So typically what I do is I bring either a special guest one week and I do an interview with them and we have lessons. And another week I will give a teaching. Okay, every once in a while, I do a session like I'm going to do today. And the reason I do this is, I was feeling to do this today is because, as many of you know who've been in the community for a long time, and welcome all the other first timers who are saying hello here, Rachel and James and Alan. We have an incredible community of first timers, so you'll feel our community welcoming you here. It's a really loving family here. And right now, for the past year, and continuing into this year, I have not been doing one-on-one coaching or consulting sessions. I've not been taking on one-on-one clients. I've been working on my second book, working on my second album, working on a lot of things, as you guys have seen, many of you have seen, you all have seen. Excuse my you guys language. And so I wanted to do a session today where I invited you up to come talk to me. And I'm going to do some live sessions with several of you today. We'll probably have time for 3, maybe 4 of you to come up. And when this happens, I just want to be very clear about what goes on here. Okay, the reason I do this is you will find that when someone comes up and is vulnerable enough to share something that they need support with that is going on in their life or ask a question, the ripple effect literally, quite literally impacts all of us. Every single one of us here will end up with a golden nugget for ourselves. And so if somebody comes up, I'm going to invite you to pay close attention, because even though the direct question they ask may not be a question that you have, the answer and what comes up in that question will for sure have a direct impact on your life. And you'll actually sometimes even get more golden nuggets in these kinds of sessions. Okay? So this is how it's going to work. Okay? I want everybody here now, to place your hands over the center of your chest and close your eyes if you're comfortable doing so. On the count of 3, I want you to exhale everything out of your system through your nose. 1, 2, 3. Exhale everything out and come to completely empty. Now to my count of 3, inhale with me for 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Let's do it again. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. Last time. Inhale deeply. 1, 2, 3. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, and 3. And now just breathe normally. And I want you to ask yourself this question. Is there something in my life right now that could benefit from coming up and asking Justin a question? And just listen to what comes to you. Is there something in my life right now that could benefit from asking Justin a question? And you don't have to feel selfish for asking. You don't have to feel like, oh, if you have that voice in your head, oh, that's not really that important, or oh, it's too personal, or oh, then you're exactly who needs to come up. And if you have something screaming at you to do that, you need to come up as well. And so just feel that question, and I invite you to write it down right now. Just write it down for yourself, okay? And the way this is going to work is I'm about to put a link in the chat box in a moment, okay? And when I put this link into the chat box, you'll be able to click it and get invited up onto the stage, okay? And when I invite you up here, it's important that you know that this is recorded and will be put out as a recording, okay? So just so you have that for your own privacy noting, so that you know if you choose to come up here, that you are agreeing to being recorded and having the recording go out, okay? And it's such a big gift to everybody, okay? So you can keep things as private or vague as you need to feel like you can do that, okay? And when you come up, the rest of the group, when someone comes up, I want us holding a frequency, like imagining we were standing in a room together and somebody came up on the stage to share from their heart. And so I won't get everybody, but I know whoever comes up here is exactly who was meant to be. Let me see. And when you come up, what will happen is you'll kind of be in the back of the waiting room, and you'll probably have to close out the session of the kingdom that you're watching on, so you don't have a echo. and I'll see you here. So I'm going to wait for somebody to come in. I'm just going to hold a tight frequency here. Don't feel pressured or rushed. Come on in. Come on in. I'll wait for somebody to click the link in the chat box. I'm very patient because I know that this takes a little bit of courage. All right, we have a few people coming in. All right, so I have in the background here, I have Amanda, and I'm going to wait for Amanda to, I'm going to wait just a moment to see if anybody else calls in. And I'm going to have them in the background, but we'll start, okay? And I see Cheryl coming in. And there's Cheryl, so is in the background here, and we'll welcome in one more soul, one more person. I'll see who else comes up. I'm just going to wait patiently, and thank you all for waiting, for your patience. This is happening in real time today, and there's a little delay sometimes, so we're just going to wait one more time. So if that's you, even if you're feeling like your hair is not done, or you're not dressed, or you're not ready, or whatever it is that it is coming to you that's prohibiting you from coming up and getting the message that you need today, I invite you to move past that and beyond that right now and push the link and call in, because I know that it's time for you. So just, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm just going to first welcome all three of these beautiful beings to the stage. So hold on one second. Let me just turn the music down. So, hello, Amanda. Hi, dear. Okay, hold on a second. And then let me add, I'm going to unmute you, Amanda, in a second. We're going to add Cheryl. We're going to just make sure everybody's is working. Oh, Uli was here, and then Uli left. But Mishnella is here. Uli, if you want to come back, we can get you. Okay, so, and then Mishnella, I forget if I said your name right. Mishnella, did I say your name right that time? Hold on, how come I can't hear anybody?
Mishnala.
Mishnella, that's great. Hello. Okay, so I'm going to have you each come one by one, but I just want to make sure first that I have good audio for each of you. So Mishnella, I already know that I could hear you. Cheryl, can you just talk so I can see if I can hear you?
Good morning.
Great. Okay. And are you getting an echo on your end from me, or is everything good for you?
Good.
It's good. Okay. And then Amanda, can I see if I can hear you?
Hi, Justin.
Hey. Hey, Amanda. Amazing. Okay. Amazing. And so I'm going to put... okay, hold on. So I'm going to put everybody back in the waiting room. And Amanda, we're going to start together. And then Cheryl, you and Mishnala are going to kind of hang out for a moment, okay? And then I'll welcome you back when the time is right. So you'll be muted for now, okay? All right. So Amanda, first, welcome. Thank you for coming up and chatting with us.
Thank you, Justin. We can just like to talk with you, talk with this community. I feel really special too.
Tell us where you're coming in from.
I am from Brazil, but right now I live in the Bay Area in California.
Yeah. Okay, great.
So
And don't worry if when you're looking at yourself on the screen, if it's a little delayed or slow or choppy, don't worry about that. It's not like that on my end. So just, unless I tell you there's a problem, just pretend everything is working great. Okay? Okay. Cool. So talk to me. Well, let's first place your hands over the center of your chest, right over your heart. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And take one more breath in and another breath out. And everybody here, just hold a really loving space for our beautiful friend here, our beautiful sister Amanda, as Amanda welcomes us into her life, into her heart space. So Amanda, talk to me, maybe even with your eyes closed if you want, from your heart, just of what's happening. It's up to you how you want to say it. Yeah.
Uh, oh, I want to have my eyes open so I can look at you and
Great.
like
Feel.
connect.
Yeah. Okay, great. Perfect. Talk to me.
uh, I met you at Iceland, and in my vision, I saw that I was doing workshops, being a leader in like you. What is really unusual for me because I'm kind of like super shy. I'm scared to show myself to the world. And I realized that this is part of my shadow that I want to uh, set myself free.
Yeah.
I'm being keeping myself. I was like holding myself to just not being me because I'm afraid. But I'm kind of like having such a hard time connect with this dragon.
Okay, so hold on. I'm going to pause you right there for 1 second. So I want to just, and we're going to come back to this. So everybody, I want us to see some ones in the chat box for anybody here who feels like they're holding themselves back in some way from being able to fully express their authentic power. If that is you, just put some ones in the chat box so we can see here and show Amanda as well that she's not alone. And then Amanda, I'm going to give people context about the dragons that we're talking about. So the thing that I shared at Esalen with Amanda that has a little bit deeper context of this teaching is that in our lives, and I got this teaching from Sienna Sherman, in our lives we have these caves that are being guarded by these invisible dragons, sometimes visible dragons. And these dragons are there to protect something. And that protection is often our greatest power. It's protecting our greatest power. And it's because one day that power got wounded. And so it needed to put up some protection. And so, like Amanda's talking about, is like, I want to be able to speak. I want to be able to share my full self, but there's something blocking that. There's something guarding that. There's a wall that comes up. And these walls I sometimes use as the example of these metaphorical dragons. And so, Amanda, go ahead and take us in a little bit deeper to exactly what the question is.
Yeah, I'm also in your 40 days of transformation program, and I think it was yesterday the the meditation was the toxic thoughts, and I realized that my toxic thought is related to that, is that I am not interesting enough.
Uh,
And I realized that it comes from my childhood, like my mom and my sister. Anyway, it's just I cannot access a way to take this off.
yeah.
I'm having such a hard time just like proving that wrong.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. A little bit more. Tell me a little bit more, and then we're going to get into this.
And I just need some help so how I can like just befriend this dragon
Yeah.
and have like more access to what I'm feeling, and so I can like speak up and
Yeah.
I can be free to be myself because consciously I know that I am interested, but this voice in my head keep it telling me no.
Oh my gosh, Amanda, you're speaking such deep, deep, resonant truth. Would you mind if I pull a tarot card for you?
Absolutely, go ahead. I love that.
I have my cards here, and those of you who are not familiar with tarot, I use a deck called The Beauty of the Tarot, or Tarot, as some people say, by Brenda Rose. This is the deck. And and I'm just going to do, excuse the shuffling noise, it's going to be a little loud for a second. I'm just going to do a quick card pull. And the way that I use Tarot is really to just give us the energetic frequency that's running underneath the story when we need to see a little bit more clearly what's happening. And this is how it's pretty powerful. You know, some people use Tarot in very different ways, but this is one of the ways that I like to use it. So I'm just shuffling the cards right now to clear the energy from the deck. Give me 1 second. And everybody, we're just going to hold a really sweet space for Amanda. And maybe just start to feel into the own toxic thoughts that come up with you. And Amanda, everybody in the chat box is agreeing here. So Amanda, just place your hands over the center of your chest, close your eyes, drop into your heart. Bring this question into your mind. And I ask the universe, in accordance with everything that's good and everything that's light, let it be in this reading for Amanda. So it is. Okay, so I'm going to just pull a card. I'm just going to pull one card after a quick shuffle. I know that shuffling is probably very loud for y'all, so I apologize, but the cards they like attention. Okay. Okay. So there's this beautiful card that I will show you in a second. I want to actually, there's something from the book that I want to read to you about this card that's very powerful. The card that I pulled for you is called the Four of Earth. Okay, the Four of Earth. And what you will recognize with the Four of Earth, one of the things that it says here in the book is that the Four of Earth represents stability and brings the message to stay steady and focused as you continue with your work. Be mindful if you are clinging to what you already have out of fear or scarcity, because this mindset can bring you to exactly the wrong thing. And so what happens with the Four of Earth that's really powerful is you notice there are, and I want everybody to pay attention to this in our lives because it's a really important thing. So the Four of Earth is about stability, like a chair, right? Four legs, there's stability. But I want you to notice that these strong pillars, these four pillars, which are amethyst crystals in this deck, are rooted in sand. Okay? And they're rooted in sand it's a good thing because it means that there's flexibility, that things are stable, but they can also move so that you can sort out and find where the best stability is for you so that you can make your way up to the peak of this mountain or inside the cave, which you might notice you can look at this as a little portal. This purple area is like a little portal. And so this is I want to ask you, Amanda, what's resonating for you as I'm saying these words? I'll hold the card up for you. But what's resonating from what I just shared?
That I am holding myself in what is not important. I'm just focusing in what is not true, or like my sand that I am like building my pillar is, what is the name of that sand? Just like go down.
Yeah, those little sand dunes.
Just like I need to build my pillar in a sand that allows me to move, but will not take me
Sink
down.
and will not sink. Yeah. And so this is beautiful. And I love the way that you're resonating here with this. And I think all of you here will have something that you resonate with from this card. And what you have to remember is that your physical stability, and it seems like you're in a stable place physically right now, right? This kind of physical stability allows you to do some of this deeper emotional work. And so what you have to do, this first message that came in the cards, is stay steady and focused as you continue this work. And what that means is not just like focus, 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 work, work, work. It's to allow the things in your life that need to shift and move so that you can do this deeper emotional work, allow them to move without stressing yourself out about it. You can adjust things, you can change things, you can cancel things, you can move commitments. You don't have to commit to what you committed to yesterday if you're emotionally unavailable for it, because you're learning a new part of yourself. You're starting to you want to create a new career, a new way of being in the world and showing up and inspiring. And in order to do that, some of these things are going to have to move around. Some of the things that have been pillars for you are going to have to move around. And it's okay if they have to move. It's okay if things have to move because they're not in concrete, so nothing's going to break. The pillars aren't going to break. They're here to move so that you can stay steady and focused and move things out of the way that need to be moved so that you can focus on this deep healing work. Okay? Now, I
Mhm.
would say one thing too that's not here in the cards. The cards just give us this energetic undertone that sometimes I would have never seen. And so what it's telling me is you're stable, move things that need to be moved so you can focus deeper on this work and get through to the cave that you want to get. Don't let the kind of focus stability of your work life or your fitness or any of these kind of things get in the way, because you don't need to do that right now. You can create space. So create the space that you need to stay steady and focused on what matters to you. And what's mattering to you right now the most is this deep healing inner work. Okay? And what I'm going to give you, Amanda, and this is for everybody. Amanda said something, you didn't say these exact words, but like, I just can't figure out how to get rid of these dragons, how to get rid of these demons. And then at the end, you said befriend, right? I got to tell you, you are not ever going to get rid of the dragons. You are, everybody listening, you are not supposed to be trying to get rid of it. You're supposed to be trying to understand it. Notice how that shifts the energy. If you're like, I just got to let go of all these toxic thoughts that are holding me back so I can let go of them and then finally be free. You'll never be free that way. Never. Literally never. It will feel so stressful. The way you get free is you shift the context and say, my goal here is to understand these toxic thoughts more deeply. My goal here is to understand these dragons more deeply. And if you make that the goal, then you've already won. And you can let go of the pressure to try to get rid of them. Because guess what? I still have toxic thoughts when I get on stage. I still have toxic thoughts when I do things. What you learn to do is you learn to go, oh, I understand you. Come here. I know you're scared. Come on, come under my wing. Let's go. Because I know who I really am. And even though sometimes you try to make me forget, I know who I really am. Because now I know who you really are. You feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you feeling?
Yeah. Just I need to trust myself more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
When I know who I am, those thoughts, I kind of like turn down the volume.
yeah. And it makes it clear. So this is what I want to make sure everybody has as a takeaway, especially you. Understanding the dragons, understanding these habits, understanding the toxic thoughts, understanding them shows you who they are so that you can then go, okay, I know who you are. And if you have awareness to know who they are, then you can see that you're not them because you can know them. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see there's those thoughts and then there's me. So now let me remember who I am and remember when this comes up, that's not me. That's old shit. That's my family. That's old stuff. And it doesn't mean, oh, get away. Oh, I'm never going to have that again. It's an embrace. It goes, okay, come on, dragons. Come on. I'm jumping on your back and we're riding into this next adventure. So just, I like to actually, Amanda, if you would just do this with me, just embrace yourself, just hug yourself. Look at that energy. You can hug and just squeeze your arms and just, oh, and you squeeze them all in and just welcome it in as you move forward. Because no matter how evolved you get, you will always have these kinds of thoughts and things that come in because we're humans and we're programmed and we've had challenges and traumas and conditioning. And it does not need to hold you back in any way. You are already free, my dear.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you so much for coming up. What a gift.
Yeah, thank you for listening to me and help me.
Yes, it's I'm so grateful. And when you go back to, so when you exit, when I X you off of here, you're gonna want to open up the other window to come back to the kingdom, and you're gonna see everybody just loving on you in the chat box. So it's such a gift. Okay. I want to do one thing for all of you here before Amanda leaves us. Everybody who's watching, place your hands over the center of your chest, close your eyes, take a deep, full breath in, and a deep breath out. And again, another breath in and another breath out. And then ask yourself, what is your personal key takeaway from this experience right now? What did you get from this moment with Amanda? And then open your eyes and type your takeaway into the chat box. And Amanda, thank you so much for being with us. Bless,
Thank
bless.
you, Justin. Thank you all for holding this space for me.
Beautiful. Thank you, darling. I'll see you soon.
See ya.
All right, Cheryl, have you coming up. Welcome, Cheryl. Hello, hello. I think you need to unmute. Let's see. I cannot hear you for some reason. Let's see. Nope, let me try something. How about now? No, you were totally fine earlier. Try pushing the unmute button. Oh, wait, hold on. No, no. Okay, now don't do anything. Hold on, hold on. Now it's me. Okay, now you try unmuting yourself. I don't hear you yet. I don't hear you yet. You're muted. Yeah, you muted yourself. So let's try to unmute you. Hold on, Cheryl. Let's see. All right, try again. Is there a little mute button there for you? I was able to hear you earlier with no problem. That's so weird. Hang up and come back. Yep, that sounds good. Okay. And I'm going to come, Mishnella? I'm going to get this right. Mishnella. Is that it? I got it. Yay. Okay. So I'm having Mishnella on right now, Cheryl, so we can keep moving, and then I'm going to come to you. Okay. You have to go. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Let me just tell Cheryl. Cheryl, can you hear?
Hi, yeah, I have to leave for work in 10 minutes.
Oh, okay, Mishnella, do you mind if I have Cheryl first then? Is that okay? All right. All right, cool. Perfect. Okay, great. Everybody's being so loving today. So Mishnella, you'll be back to close us out. All right, Cheryl, tell everybody where you're coming in from.
From British Columbia, Canada.
There we are from Canada. Okay, so
Mm.
what's going on, darling? And Cheryl's a wonderful dear member of our community who's been in our
Uh,
programs and our teacher trainings and lots of amazing things. So it's amazing to see you here, Cheryl. So talk to us. What's happening?
Thank you. Um, and thank you for the invitation if we felt any resistance, because I didn't want to be selfish and come up again. So that helped me come in. So lately I've been dealing with receiving. So how do I receive? And I went through EMDR, went back to a childhood memory of a birthday party, started there. She had a mantra at the end of like, I am able to receive. And I accidentally started saying, I'm guilty of receiving. I was like,
Wow,
oh,
that's a
shit,
good
how did that
flip.
happen?
That's a flip. Okay, so how many of you, I want to ask everybody in the chat box, put some ones in the chat box if you have trouble receiving. Put some ones in the chat box if you have trouble receiving. All right, go ahead, Cheryl.
So, um, you know, around receiving is like we talked about, even if I call in clients or call in abundance of finance, without being able to receive, these things aren't going to come through. So I really feel like this scarcity mindset, this fear of like right now I'm scared I can't pay rent. So like I don't know, do I deal with the scarcity and like how to accept abundance or this receiving? Um, I'm just really, I've been working on business cards and rack cards to go around to other practitioners and stuff. And like I had to get over that fear of like putting myself out there. And so I'm going to do that. I'm right at that perfect spot where I'm going to do it anyways. But I need abundance to come quickly to be able to survive.
Yeah,
So I don't know if it's my receiving that's blocking me or my scarcity mindset, being so scared. Like,
yeah.
um,
Okay,
I don't know.
so this is good. So let's talk a few real questions really here. Okay, so first thing to know is that we are in a very challenging time in the world globally around this topic, okay? And you're not alone in this, okay? And the fact that maybe you're having some financial challenges at this particular juncture in time, because finances ebb and flow, their energy, that's what they do, um, is not an indicator in any way of where you will be and where you will go. and is not an indicator of who you are or any of these things. It is a situation, okay? And it is not even an indicator sometimes if you're having a financial challenge. Like, I think people like to use spirituality or laws of attraction sometimes to kind of like weaponize, like, well, I'm having a financial problem, so there must be something wrong with the way that I am in abundance. And I just heard a little bit of that there. So that's why I wanted to bring it in. Like, I'm having a
Yeah.
challenging time right now. So like, what is it about me that's not able to receive? Right? So the only reason I'm naming that is making sure for everybody,
Right.
it's like, because I'm having a financial challenge, there must be something wrong with the way that I'm able to receive, because if I was, or that I'm opening to abundance, because if I was open to abundance, then I shouldn't be having these challenges. And I want to just frame that for everybody importantly, that that's not necessarily true. Okay. Because life happens, and this world that we're in happens, and that very much impacts all of this. Okay, so I'm just adding that in, and
Mhm.
I want to honor you for taking responsibility for the part that you can own, right? And the part that you can own is not, well, this is happening in the world and this is happening there and this is happening. The part that you can own is, how can I show up to be in greater alignment with that which I want to receive, right? Which right now is abundance. And so, what I want to ask you, Cheryl, is, from your very first instinct, what do you think is blocking you from receiving the abundance that is their first instinct? That thing, whatever that was that you just thought, just say that.
Before you even asked the question,
Mm-hmm.
the word hate came into my mind,
Hate.
and then it didn't go away. Yeah.
Okay, so close your eyes, take a deep breath in. Place one hand over your heart if you can. Is that okay? Even though I know you're holding your phone or something. Okay.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to just give you some incomplete sentences. You know the drill on these, but I want you to complete the sentences with the first thing that comes to your mind without it needing to make any sense, just like you just did, without any filter. And everybody else who's here, just pull your energy back into your own self for a moment so you have your own experience. And we don't crowd Cheryl's energy space. All right, Cheryl, you're clear. No one's in your space right now. I was just saying that. So don't worry. Here's your sentences. I hate.
Myself and then the world came, like they
Mhm.
both kind of came.
And what I hate the most about myself is.
That I can't complete things. I can't, I'm not strong enough. I don't push enough.
Mm-hmm. What else not enough are you?
Um, Not active enough. I'm not salesy enough. Um, I don't promote myself enough. I don't
If that voice that you're speaking from right now had a name, what would we name it?
jerk.
Jerk. Okay, so here's jerk. And who jerk sounds like.
I haven't used that word in forever.
Jerk, great. And who jerk sounds like the most in my life is. Who does jerk remind you of in your life? Anybody?
Um,
It may not be exact,
my,
but
it reminds me of myself. Like it's so
is there anybody else?
always been there. But I would say my mother, like Heather, came up as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so a little bit of mom energy in here.
Hmm.
And we've talked about this before. And so I won't go into any extreme detail about that in this moment. But what you have to recognize, okay, this is the big thing, is that as soon as you get into that mode, which I can tell is where you get, right? Taking your eye off of what are you here to do to serve. You've instead focused on, what do I need to do to be enough, versus what can I do to serve. And as soon as you're in what can I do to be enough, now you are using people to fill your need instead of using your gifts to serve them. That's where the blocks happen. Okay?
And I'm scared that I, I don't know what I'm here to do other than heal,
Yeah.
but um,
If these tears could speak, what they would say is, what would the first words they be?
um, like tangled kind of
Yeah.
between knowing the energy to heal, but feeling like there's no space in the world for what I do.
Because
Because the world is small, I guess, is what came to mind, but I know it's not. But
no, no, this is really good. This is giving us a lot of insight, right? Because everything in this frame is you. And so what I want you to know, okay? This is what I need you to get. And this is a really important moment for you to get this and for everybody here, right? Tangled. And what I saw for you is the tanglement. There's no space in a tangle, right? There's no space. And the tangle right now is between Cheryl, who knows she's a healer, who is trained and skilled as fuck. I know. Do you know what I mean? How good you are. And there's this tangle between her and Jerk. Her and Jerk are tangled. Her and Jerk are in an entanglement.
mm-hmm.
And that entanglement is confusing because it's hard to tell who's pulling and who's pushing when this kind of tangle is happening. Like which finger is actually moving. Like if I just move this finger, it actually moves this part of my hand and this part of my hand. Like you can't tell who's making the choices, who's doing the moving, right?
Yeah.
So my main task for you, this is going to be the simplest thing I've ever done. And it's one of the most profound teachings that I got for myself from Robert Masters when I was working with him. It seemed so silly, okay? But it was so silly that I almost at first didn't do it because I was like, this isn't going to work. It works so profoundly that it will shock you. Every time, I want somebody to write this in the chat box for Cheryl. Every time, this is your action. Every time you become aware that that voice is speaking to you in your head, I want you to disassociate from it and start naming it in the third person as Jerk. So its name is Jerk. So instead of, oh, I don't know if I should do this because I never get things done, you catch it. As soon as you catch it, oh, there it is. You go, Jerk. Oh, Jerk's here. Jerk thinks that I'm never going to get anything done. Oh, Jerk is saying that I'm not good enough. Jerk is saying that there's no space in the world for me. Jerk is saying there's not this. As soon as you do that, you separate yourself from Jerk, right? And you know this, but this is just a reminder for you, right? You separate yourself from Jerk and you start to loosen that entanglement so you can start to understand what is Jerk saying and what does Cheryl say. And when Cheryl speaks, because I've heard Cheryl speak to plenty of people, Cheryl knows what's up. Jerk is stuck in the story that there's no space for me, I don't matter, and I'm never going to be enough, no matter what happens. And so I just want you my only task for you now is that simple. It's just every time it comes up that you catch it. You may not catch it every time that you catch it. You first just say, oh, Jerk is here. And you start talking about Jerk in the third person to yourself in your head. And I want you to watch what happens there. Does that feel okay to you?
mm-hmm.
So the reason this is coming back right now, Cheryl, with abundance, and I know you have to go to work, this is coming back with abundance is because your energy is tied up in this. And so I want to just untangle some of that energy so that Cheryl can start to think of solutions on how to best move forward with how she's going to serve the world. That's it. And remember from Amanda's lesson, you're not going to get rid of Jerk. We're just, hey, Jerk. And we make Jerk really small. Come in. I see you. Okay, I hear you. Cheryl here. I got this. Okay? How do you feel?
Okay. Getting a little tightness in my belly thinking of that means I need to give up my title of physiotherapist
Why,
because what I truly, what?
why would you need to do that?
Because what I true like because that's holding me back into a small box.
Ah,
And what I truly do is a lot more than that. It's
great.
I just have trouble naming what I
Yeah.
do. So
Girl, listen, you're talking to author, speaker, teacher, musicians. Listen, so here's what, and the reason I say that, is the naming is like such a waste of time. Who
yeah.
cares? People call you a clown if they want to call you a clown. Just do the work. And
Okay.
you know what I mean? Like, I don't, at this point,
Okay.
I actually don't care what people call me. They're like, what do we call you? I don't care.
Yeah.
Just come experience
Yeah.
this, and then you could call it whatever you want. That's what I tell people, like literally.
Yeah.
You know? And
Yeah.
and so that's why I'm saying focus on. Do you see how the little shift, boop,
Yeah.
just keep focusing on the service. Because the what do I call it? It's like, well, what am I going
Yeah.
to name
It,
it so that people think it's enough? Do you see how it tangles?
yeah.
It just tangles. Boop. So there's jerk.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
why you feel that
Okay.
tightness. So no, service. How do I just show up and do this work? People are gonna call it whatever the hell they want to call it. Right? And so
Yeah.
that's it,
Okay.
Cheryl. You got this. You got this. And my last thing for you is just keep expanding. Expand your field, expand your field, expand your field. You got this. All right?
Okay.
You
That
okay?
was I'm good. Yeah, just a few breaths and then I'm out the door.
Yeah. So let me just get everybody a golden nugget. Is that okay? Or do you want to hang up right now?
Oh no, go ahead.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So everybody, if you can just send blessings to Cheryl, call your energy into your own space for a moment. Take a deep, full breath in and a deep breath out. Another breath in and out. And then ask yourself, what was your key takeaway from this moment? What was your golden nugget from this time with Cheryl? Beautiful, vulnerable share. And take another breath in and out and type your golden nugget into the chat box. Cheryl, what was your golden nugget?
I'm here to expand and yeah, just bring light to people and to myself. Yeah.
That's it. Keep focusing on service, my dear. Just let that be the aim. That is the arrow. That's the aim. Okay? You got this. All right. Love you, darling.
Okay.
Love you, love you.
Thank you.
Bye bye. All right. So, right on time. Mishnala. Did I say it right? Great. So, your volume is a little low. So, if you could speak like really close into that little microphone, that would be helpful. Talk now.
Can you hear me better now?
Oh, that's so much better. That's perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Hi, Mishnala.
Yes,
I
Mishnala.
Mishnala. Mishnala.
Yes,
Great. I got it. I got it. I'm sorry. You're gonna have to help apologize, like accept my apology if I messed that up. I try to get everybody's names written down. So
no problem.
yeah, I'm doing better than the first time I said it though.
Yes, yes, yes.
So where are you coming in from, my dear?
I'm coming in from St. Martin.
Saint.
That's in the Caribbean.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna be close to you soon. I'll be in Grenada next week. Grenada. Yeah, it will be. So talk to me. What's going on?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on sharing this with everyone
Thank you.
because I have definitely learned from Amanda and Cheryl just now.
Great.
Uh, well, with me, I think that my heart chakra is like totally choking because I feel I have become so closed off in a way, even though I'm a caring, loving person, but my heart chakra is like it's choking. And I'm at a point where if I'm mad or I'm sad, don't cry or get angry. I can't show no emotions. Like during the one with Amanda, I wanted to cry, but the tears are there, but the emotions are not releasing at all.
So talk to me about why that's a problem for you. I want to hear what is the problem for you in this.
Because I feel if I cry, I'm letting out what's inside, what's hurting me. So it's like with me feeling that I can't let it out, it's like it's still inside of me. And well, to me, then that's a way of releasing the emotion, is crying, because I usually used to cry a lot, but now I'm just this non-crying person.
Okay. So I'm going to do a couple incomplete sentences with you. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so place a hand over your heart, keep the microphone close, and take a deep breath in. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, and a deep breath out. And again, a deep, full breath in, and a deep breath out. Last time, deep breath in, and a deep breath out. And I'm going to give you a few sentences. Just complete them with the first thing that comes to your mind. The reason I stopped crying was.
I don't feel loved.
You don't feel loved by.
Myself.
Yeah. And.
My husband.
Mm-hmm.
My mom.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to do something with you. You can open your eyes. Are you in a place that you can stand up?
Yeah.
Okay, so stand up and scoot way back. Oh, but your phone is plugged into the thing. Unplug your. Will you be able to hear me still if you unplug the headset or no?
Testing.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, can you hear me? No?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, you can hear me. Okay, great.
Yes.
So back up so I can see you a little bit. And yeah, just back up. I'm going to do the same. And you can just tilt the camera down just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't need to see your whole body, but just a little bit. Yeah, that's good. That might be too far, but let's see what happens. So everybody's going to learn this practice right now, and you can all get up and do this with. So if you're in a space that you can just stand up, I'm going to invite anybody who's here to stand up. Okay. Oh, now it's a little bit too low. Can you tilt it a little higher so I can see your face? Okay. I just need to be able to see your face more. This will be worth it. Yeah, that's good. I think that's perfect. Okay. Now scoot up. Let me see. Oh, other way. Scoot the other way. Yeah, there you are. Do you have space right there or no?
Yes.
You have space in your room. Yeah? Okay. So this is one of my favorite exercises. Okay. It's called a conscious rant. And this is going to sound really ridiculous. But you know how I'll just actually show you and explain it to you. So what happens is sometimes the energy gets locked up in our bodies and we feel tightness and we feel stuck and emotions won't move, nothing will actually move. And so what we need to do when this happens is we actually need to get out of our heads, because we try to think ourselves into crying, we try to sit and cry or sit and move, is to just actually move our physical bodies and let it move. So what I want to invite you to do, I'm going to tell you it first, and then I just want you to do it with me. And you can close your eyes or keep them open. Everybody who's here, you can do it as well. So just bring into your mind anything that you're just wanting to release, like you're needing to let go of energetically. And then you're going to take 10 deep breaths. So you're going to inhale, like watch me really quick. What I mean by deep is like this, like kind of fast and deep, like this. 10 times. And then after the 10th breath, we're going to raise our arms up and shake. Bring your fists really tight and shake our fists. And we're going to shake, 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 shake. Like really shake. Like I'm talking like shake our energy. And if you're in a space where you're not going to bother anybody, you could even stomp your feet really hard. And we're going to shake for like 30 seconds. And you're going to get hot and exhausted. And we're just going to see what happens next. And this is called a conscious rant. Okay. I learned this again from Robert Masters. So anybody is willing to try it with me. You got it? Yeah? Okay, so we'll just see what comes. Don't expect anything. All I ask of you to do, Mishnala, is to do this with your whole heart. Like, don't hold back a little bit if you can. Just all the way in for 30 seconds. And then if you hate it, you never have to do it again, but just all the way in, okay? So 10 deep breaths, everybody. together, and then the hands shake and you do tight fists. Okay, ready? Let's go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, faster. Exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. You can close your eyes if you want. Inhale, exhale. Deep. Inhale, exhale. Deeper. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If you get dizzy, open your eyes. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, two more. Exhale. Inhale deep. Exhale. Inhale deep. One more. Exhale. Inhale deep. Squeeze your fist. Raise your arms. Shake, 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 shake. Squeeze, shake, 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 shake. Pound your feet. You can move your arms down. Just shake it out. Shake your head. Shake, 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 shake this shit out. If you want to let out a little sound, yes. Yes. Scream. Go ahead. Keep going. More. 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 Let out a sound. Ah! Scream. One more time. Just let it out. Scream. 1, 2, 3. Shake. Last one. Ah! That's it. That's it. Now pause. Lift your arms up like this. Just hands up. Hands up. Just a little bit like this. Breathe. I'm going to give you a couple sentences. Right now, I feel. Yeah. Let that move. Let the energy move. Just let it move. Yeah, let that come. Let it come. It's okay. You don't have to hold it anymore. My tears are.
Sorry?
My tears are.
Love.
Yeah. Okay. Take a few more deep breaths. Open your eyes. You can see me? Yeah?
Yes.
You're here? How did that feel?
Invigorating.
Yeah. You feel so much, right? Energy. And that's all pent up. It all gets stuck. And did you have tears actually come after? There you go. Right? So I'm going to invite you, when you are in a space, and this is for everybody, this is a practice that I was doing 3, 4, 5 days a week sometimes, okay? Even if you just do this once a week, when no one's home, when you're all alone, it is only 1 minute. You do 10 deep breaths. And remember, if you start getting dizzy, open your eyes because I don't want anybody to faint. And you just, whoa, like how that scream just came, just go. And you only last 30 to 40 seconds before your body gets too tired. And then after you're done, don't just start doing something, just sit for a second and let any emotions come that need to come. Because what this is, it's just locked up in your body. And we just need to sometimes shake it out and let it go. Okay? Look at do you all see Mishnala's energy and how different it is right now? I just want you all to notice this with just this opening. How do you feel right now?
Love. I'm actually having my hand also on my stomach.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. There's love. We love
I
you.
don't know why, but that's what I was just called to do.
Great, and I'm glad you followed that. And this community loves you. We're here with you, and we're here to support you every single step of the way of this, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's just get a golden nugget, everybody, because I know that was kind of intense for anybody who did it. You know, that movement can be intense. So let's just do like Mishnala is doing and place one hand over your belly and one over your heart. And take a deep, full breath in and a deep breath out. And again, a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And if you could think of one golden nugget, one key takeaway from this session with Mishnala, what would it be for you, for your own self? As you pull your energy back into yourself, what's your takeaway? And then repeat that takeaway a few times in your own mind. And take another breath in and open your eyes and type it into the chat box. Mishnah, what was your takeaway for today?
You are love.
You are love. That is beautiful. You are love. And especially in these times when you're not feeling love, which I know can be so challenging in our lives, to remember that you are love. Your face looks so completely different in this moment than it did earlier. I'm so grateful that you stepped in and opened up that way with us. Thank you so much. It was a massive gift to all of us. And if after this you start feeling like, oh shit, what did I do? Did I look crazy? Did I do anything? Did I say too much? Just watch that, because that is called like a vulnerability hangover. Sometimes it comes in. Just say, I see you, forget it. I am love. I am enough. Okay?
Can I ask one more question?
Please go.
Um, does that have to, because I'm kind of fighting to find out who or what part is my inner child. I feel like I do not know who that is.
Yeah. So as you let this movement go more, you're going to start to feel the difference between your inner child and yourself. Right now, they're just tightly bound together. And so, what I want you, my main practice for you right now is to just don't let it be in your head, because we start thinking, who's my child? Who's my not? Just if you can promise me that once a week you will do that practice, you're going to start to see movement. Could you do it once a week?
Yes.
Okay. This is what helped me get closer to understanding my inner child. And the key is just to do it once a week. If you do it more, great, but once a week, and then you'll see what happens from there. We can follow up.
And how do you know what's the like, how do you know what is your inner child? Like,
There's different things. So I'm not going to say, I'm going to be very, you know what I want to do, Mishnah? I'm going to pause you on that. And I promise you we'll pick up on this in the 40 days or somewhere, because I want you to just stay with this body experience. That's what my whole intuition is telling me. And I promise you, you're going to get that. Okay.
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 Yes. Thank you.
Are you in a family circle?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. I want you to bring that question, what's the inner child, to your family circle, and see what people have to say.
Oh,
And then we'll,
okay.
okay. All right. Thank you, darling. You're amazing. Everybody,
Thank you.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So everybody show Mishnah some love and some gratitude. And I told y'all we were in for a very, very special session of the kingdom. This is a powerful moment that we all got to be together. I want you to show yourself some love and some gratitude right now in this moment, because we really, truly got so many takeaways. And you can see why I said that these sessions of the kingdom, where I'm bringing people up, sometimes give us more than anything. I mean, all the sessions are really powerful in their own ways, but these ones are really important. So I'm going to make a commitment to keep doing these at least once a quarter, to bring you all in, so that we can see some of these very real things that are going on in our lives. And I think we could see that today. And so I love you all very much, so dearly. And let us close out today with our closing prayer. I'm not going to do the golden nugget. Actually, no, I'm not going to do the golden nugget practice, because we already got 3 golden nuggets. But if you have a takeaway you want to make sure you remember, type it into the chat. Here's our closing blessing. God, Spirit, Universe, all that is, all that ever has been, and all that ever will be, we thank you. Thank you for bringing this community together from far and wide. Thank you for our guests, for being so vulnerable. Amanda, Cheryl, Mishnala, for being so vulnerable and real, and allowing us to see a part of our own selves in one another. May we always remember that we are each other, even as we are different, and that we rise together. So it is. Thank you for this amazing community. Ashe, Aho, Salam, Amen, Awen, Shalom, Satnam, Om. Thank you. Kingdom family, I love you so much. I will see you from the Caribbean in 2 weeks, where we will be in our next session in person, live with special guest Shelly Tagelski. We rise together. I love you all so much, and I will see you in the next session. Mwah. Bye for now, everyone.